Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com. And I was having a few little Facebook snafus, so hopefully I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm here for my weekly Facebook Live broadcast at 7 p.m. Central Time every Thursday. And I'm really happy to be with you here tonight. We are going all in on Halloween. We're going to be doing tricks and treats. And we are going to be making a couple of lollipop holders, and we're going to make a Halloween card. Hey, Pam, I'm glad you're with me here tonight. It's always nice when I have people live. I love people who watch the replay as well. I'm just glad I'm able to connect with you and hopefully inspire your crafting, give you some tips and tricks, some ideas, and get inspired for all things crafty. Okay, well, today is the last Thursday in September, so we are going all in on Halloween. Now, I'm going to make a couple of lollipop holders tonight, and what I'm going to do is I'm making lollipop holders to go around these. Now, I live in South Central Texas. We're in San Antonio, and these lollipops I think are fabulous. These are caramel lollipops. They're dulce de leche. And I love them. Now, if you don't have these in your neck of the woods, you could easily use any kind of a flat lollipop for this treat holder. I think these are delicious. And they're even nice fall colors all the way around. Look at that, 45 calories each. Really, really, really tasty treats. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make some little sleeves for them and get them all cute. Now, what I'm doing, I've got 2 pieces of Cajun Craze cardstock here, and these are 6 inches by 3 1/4. So you can obviously, if your lollipop is a little bit narrower, if you didn't have quite so much wrapping around it, you could bring it down maybe to 3 inches instead of 3 1/4. But I wanted to be able to have everything tucked away in there. And I've just scored it ahead of time in half. Super simple. Now, I'm going to put some designer series paper on the outside, and I've cut my pieces at 3 inches by 2 3/4 because this isn't actually a square. It's a little bit of a rectangle. And I actually am just using the same piece turned over 2 different ways for 2 different looks. And that is, you know, Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper, there is just nothing better. It is amazing. The designs, the versatility, the color combinations, I mean, all of the above. I absolutely love our designer paper. It's actually kind of hard for me. I wouldn't say hard. I was going to say it's hard for me to design without it, but truth be told, I can, but it's just what I always reach for. I always reach for designer series paper. It just makes designing so easy, and it looks so great. So some of y'all are already sharing, which I appreciate, and everybody here who comments, you know you get into a drawing, so make sure, whether you're watching the replay or here in person, that you comment. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of fluffing on the outside, and what I'm going to do, let's see, yeah, I've got them all here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little trick-or-treat greeting. This is just, I think, outstanding. I don't know why you'd want it without the dies, although it is a standalone stamp set in the sense that you could do all of this without the dies, but why not get the dies where it's going to cut all those out and then make the super cute treat bags, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay. So this trick or treat is just so cute. So we're going to make a couple of lollipop holders, and then we are going to do a card. Now I need a color underneath me. I can't see with all that white like that. Okay, here we go. I don't know about you, but I have white on white. I can't see anything. Okay, so let's get trick or treat all lined up here. And what I'm going to do is, oh, I had 2 of these. Well, I think that's good enough for government work. Let's see, there were actually 2, so let's try a second one because I kind of had a lot of ink on one side of my stamp. Don't know quite how that happened, but let's see if we do better this time. You'd think with white, I'd have no problem. Oh yeah, it's better. Yeah, I'm kind of got a little bit of extra ink on the ink pad right there that I'm picking up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to layer this like so, and just have that little piece behind there that's going to give me just a little bit of kind of a matte. And you see how that just kind of gives me that extra little layer there. So that's going to go there. And this is the one I really like with this plaid. I love, love, love the plaid. So you know what, let's just put that right there. And my stamp is over here. I will say that when this stamp was mounted, it's actually on a, just barely fits the block. I find that when the stamp is on a larger block, it's a little bit easier for me to line up. So there we go, trick or treat. Now, let's pop this behind here once again. That ink is really, I got a lot of ink there. And these are just really a cute way to make, if you're passing out some little treats at work or you're passing out treats in your neighborhood, it just gives them a little something, something extra. Now what we're going to do is we are going to create a hole here for the lollipop, and this is just my 1/8 inch circle punch, and I'm going through a lot of layers, but it does go, and I'm actually going to kind of go next to it just a tiny bit to make it just a wee bit larger, just to make it a little bit easier to work with. I'm going to do the same thing on this one, and this is the Them Bones Designer Series paper. Super cute. Wow, I'm going through a lot of layers here. Okay. You know, you could also do that on your die cutting machine if you didn't want to have to press through so many, but honestly, it's not. You could do it one at a time, but I'm just being a little bit lazy. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these up, and I'm going to put Seal Plus, because this is going to hold my lollipop. I want to make sure that it doesn't come flying out. So, whoa, Seal Plus here. One thing with Seal Plus, sometimes I have a heavy hand when I do just about everything. And sometimes, I end up getting too much pressure, and it will start pulling on your cardstock. So in that case, you just use your, what do you call it? You use your, tear and tape. Okay, now this is kind of tricky, not really, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread the base of my lollipop through here, and that's why I wanted to get that just a little bit larger than I really needed it to be. And then I'm just going to squash all of this in here. So I want to get this down. Let's see. There we go. So I can pull that just a little bit, and then I'm going to squeeze it shut like that. And truth be told, you're better off if you actually do this on both sides, because it's actually hitting not the cardstock, but it's hitting the lollipop. And that is what, yeah, your crocodile, exactly, Margaret. I did see that comment. Your crocodile is exactly what would be best for that. And most of us have a crocodile. So let's pull this. And see, this is why I like to go with my Seal Plus, just because I get a little bit impatient. Okay, now I'm going to tuck that in like so. And where'd my other lollipop go? Didn't I get a second one out? Ah, here it is. Okay, so here's my lollipop, and I'm going to thread it through this way. And then pull all the way. A little bit there. There we go. And that way all of the information is in there. If anybody wants to see how many calories it is, they want to see who made it, they want to see what the ingredients are, it's all right there. So we're not cutting out any of that. And it also just makes it simple. So there we go. Super cute, super quick and easy. Now I'm going to do this, but I'm also going to do this. And let's see, where'd my other ghosty go? Here he is. Here he is. And then we have these little guys. Now, these are actually glow-in-the-dark bats and ghosts. Super, super cute. Now, I am going to pop this one up on dimensionals. This little guy is going to go straight down. And what I'm going to do, because I do like to cover his eyes. Where did they go? Here we go. I like to use these little, these are the matte essentials dots, something like that. I like these little black ones right here, are perfect for little ghosty eyes. And actually, because of the gray in this one, I'm actually going to use these little gray ones. We're going to give him gray eyes like so. Isn't he cute? I just think that that way his eyes stand out a bit more, and I think that they are a little bit cuter and a little bit more effective. Yay, 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 yay. I got a ghost eye coming off. And it's not even Halloween yet. Okay, so there he is. Now you could do him in the glow-in-the-dark paper, but I just didn't have that handy when I was getting this ready. You know, it was on back order for a while. Then it came, it's back in stock. And I will say, you can use that, it's really cute, glow-in-the-dark paper. You know, you can make stars and put them in your grandkids', you know, in their little ceiling. You can do all kinds of cute things with those. So there we go. And then instead of wrapping this around the actual, well, we have a couple of options here. So I could wrap this around the lollipop holder or the lollipop stick, but I actually am going to do this and glue it to the front. And that way when you pull this, the whole thing comes off like that. I will say, if you guys have not gotten this new black large check ribbon, they're calling it. They're not calling it gingham because our other black and white is gingham. This is a little bit wider and it's super, super fun to work with. It's really a little bit more silky and really easy to work with. So, I mean, look how cute, simple, quick, easy. I have glue dots somewhere. I have glue dots. They got moved today. No surprise. Okay. I'm going to sit. I usually stand when I'm stamping, but I need to sit for a minute. Okay. Here we go. This is going to go like so. Okay. Here we go. So there. I mean, super quick and easy. If you didn't have the ribbon, you wouldn't, you know, you don't have to use the ribbon, but I think it dresses things up a little bit. And it's just that the black check is really jaunty looking. Now we're going to do this ribbon and then we're going to do the finishing touch. And the finishing touch is going to be those little glow in the dark guys. So let's put our little bat here. Not bat, he's a ghost there. Once again, we're going to use some little black. This time we're going to use black. We used gray on the other one, some little black dots for his eyes, and they really make his eyes stand out a lot more. And then this, you know, you could make dozens of these really fast because this is just, like I said, the base is 6 by 3 1/4. Scored in half here. And then you just do your designer series paper, your die cuts, boom, you're there. I mean, really quick and easy, really easy on the supplies. It doesn't take a lot of cardstock. I do like the cardstock on here because it gives a little bit more body to your lollipop holder. And of course you could use this same template for other times of the year. So let's get this little guy here, okay. And like so, and like so. And you know, honestly, there's something about gingham and plaids that just reminds you of fall. So it really kind of brings in all of the fall vibes there. I'm gonna see if I pull up on my computer if I'll be able to see comments, because I jumped in and I haven't been able to see comments. Oh, now there we have. Okay. I see Tasha and Jolene and Lisa and Margaret and Corinne. Hello, hello. Yeah, sucker covers. That's what they are, Kathy. And Vivian, hello. And Margaret had the idea for the crocodile. Hello, Marlene. Oh, and look at Gaia is here as well. And Jackie, wow. We've got a good group here tonight. I just kind of jumped in because hey, and Roz is here from Florida. Welcome, welcome. And Pam, you were the first one on. So these are just super quick and easy lollipop holders. Now, let's put a couple of these little guys on here. So these are the glow-in-the-dark bats. What I was going to tell you is I have some of the glow-in-the-dark paper, and it's just been sitting in my on my counter, and I went to turn out the lights and I saw this. I thought, what is that? Well, it was that glow-in-the-dark paper that was glowing. So it really does work, and these will glow. I mean, these are glow-in-the-dark, so they're super tiny. They're super cute. I mean, look at these little bats. They are just adorable. So tiny, and just stinking cute. So now we are going to make a little Halloween card using the same supplies, because that's what we do. You know, we use the same things and we do multiple things with them. So there's our little lollipop treats, our little sucker holders, as one of our guests was saying. Now, I will show you just by way of review. So this is one of the boxes or bags that we created for I did a whole class with this bundle. And, you know, you can do different designs on each side, and that just kind of adds to, you can color your ribbon, and it's just super fun and easy to work with. This is the little bag die, which I think I'm going to use for Christmas and all kinds of things. And then this one, hey, Marcia, I'm glad to see you here. I was getting ready to make a blog post about you and your winning card. So I was just thinking about you today. So this little box was also part of my class. Again, just tying that dyeing the ribbon with a blend. And here you can use your little box. You can just leave it open. But if you want to squeeze it closed, I mean, this is just one of these little library clips I got from Amazon. And I mean, super cute. I did one die cut and that's it, because the paper just kind of does it for you. And then this is a version of something that we had done for my demonstrator training event. So this one is just, it holds about 2, maybe 3 Hershey Kisses. So just super cute, fun things you can do to celebrate handmade fun with any holiday. And of course, the one coming up next is Halloween and then Thanksgiving. And you could easily adapt these to Thanksgiving, harvest. If you don't do trick or treat and you want to do harvest, super easy to do. Okay, let me show you this card that we're going to make on Saturday. Saturday is my in-person local card class in San Antonio. Some of y'all come on here and watch lives and also come and stamp with me live. So that is awesome, awesome. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to use, this is the new distressed tile embossing folder. I like it a lot. This is in the mini catalog. And let's see, can I get a piece of scrap paper? Let's see where my scrap paper is. I don't even have a host code for you tonight. I've closed out my September host code because we're so near the end of the month, and I've opened up my October one. I don't even have that ready to share yet because it has been Design Central around here. I'm getting ready to release my Christmas card Stamp-A-Stack, and it has been a flurry of design work here in the studio today. So all I'm doing is, you can see I'm taking my tuxedo black ink pad and just kind of look how you can really get some cool mood going here with this distressed tile folder. Now, the distressed tile folder, because it is a distressed folder, look at the variations in in texture. You can see it's smoother here and rougher here. And by using the blending brush, it brings that out even more. And it kind of gives it that, well, you might say it looks dirty. I think it looks a little bit more rustic is what I was going for. So let's go ahead and put this down. And, you know, people in my, yeah, I'm doing that. Oh, what is the deal? I'm just pushing way too hard. People in my class, I will have that in the little shoebox, and they can add the blending brush ink or not. Totally their call. They'll get to choose. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to do a couple of papers here. And my original, I guess it needs to be right side up, not upside down. Originally, I was going to do this. But you know, honestly, this kind of, depending on how you cut your piece, you can't really see the skeletons. Now, you know, I'm going to cover it, but honestly, I think that I'm just going to turn it over and go with the bones. And I think that's going to be a better look. So let's just... Oh, now look at there. That's kind of cool too. Oh, ha. Oh my, I think we're going with that. And you know, that's the fun of playing with the designer paper. I mean, I totally unplanned, but there you go. So I think, because we've got a lot of orange here, we got pumpkin pie here and here, I think I'm going to do this little piece of that scene is actually quite effective because I've got the bat, and I've got the fence, and here on this one, I've got these bones, and they are so cute. Honestly, I thought that these little things, these would make really cute dog treat holders. You know, when I was doing more, what do you call it? Craft shows. Years back, I did quite a few craft shows, and it was really fun to do I would always do little dog treats for Christmas and Halloween, any of the holidays, because it's just people who love to do, just a little treat. Like now that we don't have our Roscoe, passed away last December, but we have neighbors that we used to walk dogs with, and to give them a little fun treat for their dog. Jackie, you know, this was actually this was a bonus project for my class. So let me see if I can come up with that for you and maybe do a little demonstration. Hey, Debbie, I'm glad you are here. We're happy that you came, even if you were late. And this is where we started. We made some little sucker treat holders, some little lollipop treats in here. And now we're doing a matching. Wow, that just transformed that. Wow, I'm really, really liking that. Now, I was planning to do this up the top, but maybe I want to do this underneath. I might end up redesigning my card. No, that's a little bit much. Okay, let's go ahead and put some dimensionals here. And pop this up, this little panel. I do have a lot of plans I'm working on for October. October is actually my Halloween month, my birthday month, which is Halloween. My birthday is Halloween. And so I'm going to be doing a bunch of Christmas card classes here with you. And, you know, I appreciate, who was that? Jackie was asking for this. I might throw this in as a little box with a Christmas card class. And that way I'll give you the dimensions, and I'll give you the demonstration and everything. Okay, so Marcia, you like the idea. Yeah, I used to do cute little, like, you can just take our little envelope, our clear envelopes, and this is did my feed leave? No, there it is. Okay, now, I just usually do not like seams like that. I grew up sewing a lot. My mother sewed everything I wore. Like, I mean, she sewed my winter coat. She made me a gorgeous red wool coat one year. She sewed my t-shirts. She sewed underwear for me. She made our pajamas. She made everything. And she was an excellent seamstress. And I spent a lot of time in fabric shops growing up. And you you didn't want that raw seam there. You wanted to cover that. So I think that's my theory is it comes from growing up with a lot of sewing. Now that's going to be way too thick for my seal. So let me grab my liquid glue. Some people use liquid glue for everything, and for me, I love it, but I have to use it. I tend to be a little bit of a masher. Not a little bit. I push hard, and I end up getting way more glue than I want, and then it splodges everywhere, and it's really unsightly. So I use it sparingly, and I use it when I need it. Okay, so that is there, and I appreciate it. Somebody said on here, no ribbon, and I appreciated that. Let's see, who was that? Oh, and Kathy likes the bones too. Kathy was the one who said no ribbon. Yeah, that was a good call. Okay. Now we are going to do, I'm not even sure that we are going to do him. Oh yeah. Oh, looky here. I think we might be. Oh yes. Maybe we can have him just coming out the side over here. Oh my. That might be kind of fun. Okay, I'm going to stamp this and you guys can tell me what you're thinking about that. In the meantime, I'm going to put this on a larger block and show you what I mean. So I was having a little bit of trouble lining this up and getting it straight because it's such a tight fit on the block. And what I'm going to do is put this on a larger block and show you what I mean. Why I find a larger block for a stamp. Now you don't want it so huge, but this is going to work a lot better for me, and I'll show you why. Now when I have this much block around my stamp, I'm going to ink it upside down this way. Otherwise, it's really easy to get the ink all around there on your block, which I don't want. Now look, see, because on my block, I can see the entire piece that I'm stamping on as well as the stamp. And for me, it's just a lot easier to center. So there we go. I'm anxious to see if anybody has anything to say about my little ghosty. Should I have him peeking out somewhere? Or, let's see, here's my original plan, was to have him like that. Oh, now that'll work. That'll work right there. What do we think? What do we think? And maybe we can move him up here. And let's go like this. No. And this is part of the fun, is when you just kind of, oh, now there we go. When you just kind of play a little bit. I like him there. I think that's what we're going to go with. I don't see any, oh, now let's see. Oh. You love the ghost on the side. Corinne likes the ghost on the outside. Yes, Debbie, you're right. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't always. So this, I just needed to get it here. But sometimes, yeah, you're talking about doing it on the diagonal, on the kitty corner. And that way it's like this. Either way, with a big one, either way. Yeah, the reason I oftentimes will do mine on, if it's a smaller, a tighter fit on the block, rather than doing it straight on like this, because sometimes you'll get like a prism effect. With this one, it doesn't. But when you're using a smaller block, that will really help. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna go with. I'm digging that. So let's go ahead and just, I think I'm gonna pop him. I think I'm going to put a little adhesive and grab my ghost like that. And then we'll put some dimensionals on the back. And that is gonna be a wrap. And this would be such a cute card. You know, not only can you send these to, your grandchildren, even if they live nearby? Kids love to get mail. But it's, Halloween's not just for kids. It was when I was growing up, but these days it's for everybody. And I really appreciate that. Oh yeah, I think we're going to go there. Over the years, I've had several of my stamping friends that will send me cute little Halloween cards, and they're just, it's happy mail. It's fun. I was reflecting a little bit over the last few days. We're nearing the end of the Stampin' Up! Year, and that means, thinking about what I want to do next year and changes I might want to make and goals I might have. And I was thinking, because I'm helping some of my team members with that as well, and I was thinking about something that Sarah, who is Sarah, what's her last name? Sarah and Sean, can't think of her last name. A skeleton head sticking out the side, Corinne, that would be super cute. Sarah. Anyway, Sarah's our CEO. I don't know why my brain is just not going where it needs to be right now. But she's lovely. And when she was talking about her why, why she works very hard as our CEO. I'm looking for my little dots, and I can't find them. Where did I put the dots? Usually they're underneath something. Ah, there they are, underneath something. And she said that her focus is she wants to eradicate loneliness. And I thought that was just really profound, because everything about the Stampin' Up! Community is community. I know within my stamping team, we have a very active, very vibrant community. We have a Facebook community. We do giving back. We do a lot of charitable card donations. Oh, look at these little guys right here. We do, making a difference activities that anybody can be a part of. We encourage one another's creativity. We have a prayer thread every week for prayer requests. I mean, I love the community of my team. It's amazing. On top of that, there's the community, like on Saturday, my card class. I have regulars who come. And so I have online community with my team. I have in-person community with my events, my local events, and everything in between. And then every time you send somebody some happy mail, it just helps them know that somebody sees them and cares about them and is thinking of them, One of my team members just lost her husband after a valiant battle with, that's not going to work. I don't think I need this at all, with brain cancer. And, she's in the throes of all the things that go with that, the visitation and the funeral and everything. But I've had a number of friends who became widows fairly young. And one of the things I really love to do is, especially as the holidays are approaching, is to send them kind of seasonal cards that are thinking of you. Because, once everybody goes home from the funeral, once everything is wrapped up, then they have to deal with, day-to-day living without their spouse. And that's when things get a whole lot trickier. I think I'm going to leave that bow off. I think I like it just the way it is. What do you guys think? I've got a couple of these little, here's another one. These are the little glow-in-the-dark bats. I'm going to put one of the little ghosties on here too. Oh yeah, there we go. See, while I've just been talking, it just kind of comes together. So there we are, tonight's projects. We are all in with Halloween, and we've got a couple of, Marcia, you're right, it doesn't need that bow. I typically like to put a little bit of fabric, twine, something, but I think it doesn't need it. So I used one stamp on everything. But the dies really make all the difference. And the dies in this set are just So cute. So this little guy, of course, these, I love these candy corn dies. They're a lot of fun to work with. There's that little tag, and they give you 2 of them. And of course, this makes the box or the bag, whichever way you want to do it. So I just highly recommend this bundle because you can use it for Halloween, but way beyond. So I hope that everybody is subscribed to my email news because I'm in the throes of my 12 weeks of Christmas free projects, and it's something I team up with my friend in Canada, Karina Chin. She's one of the top achievers in Canada, and we give you free projects for 12 weeks in a row. We each design 6, and it's just that you get free tutorials every Tuesday. And so I want to make sure that you're getting those. They're really fun. And one of the reasons I'm thinking about that is just wait till you see the Christmas project I come up with this die. Yeah, Lisa, it says she loves the whole bundle. Lisa was the brains and the design brains behind my class. So I commissioned Lisa to make some projects for me to run a class with, and I was so grateful for everything that she came up with, and she did a great job. Love her work. She's part of my team and a really neat lady. So that's it for tonight, folks, and I hope that you are going to do some homemade Halloween fun things. I mean, these little guys right here. The other thing is, you know what? Where are they? You get 10 of these, and I mean, these are like, I don't know, I want to say they're less than $2. So, I mean, they're really affordable, and I love that. So, that is it for tonight. I sure appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. Stay tuned. I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to be able to release my Christmas card Stamp-A-Stack, 20 cards, and using a single stamp set, and we will do it in person at my church, and we will also do it by mail. So that is coming up, and lots of Facebook Lives in the month of October to really get your Christmas card craft on. So thanks again for tuning in. Take care, and God bless.